welcome to War Thunder, a game that I have not. Razghost, I need to remember that. A game I have not yet introduced onto this new channel, but is one of my favorite games. If you cannot tell from just the mere look of the game, it is a World War II tank and plane simulator. It's a fun game. It's very frustrating though. I'm hoping to be able to complete this very innocuous task of getting critical hits. One of the major things with this game is the fact that in order to get kills, you can't just keep hitting it in the same spot to whittle down a essentially whittle down a health bar, but instead you actually have to target critical points, aka crew members, which mine is behind there. He'd be in the cockpit, obviously, but he'd be there. You target critical systems like the engine, just general. It's kind of the main way you get kills is by targeting either wing tips, wings, elevators, trying to sever some sort of connection between the pilot and his controls. Because once he loses control, the plane goes down. So today we'll be flying out the P-47D-28. Let's go into this view, it's a lot quieter. Which I forgot to go into a party. Just kind of ignore that. I needed to go into a party to not only make things quieter, but yeah, to kind of make things easier on myself. That is really annoying of that bar. My hope is to be able to climb to 20,000 feet before I run into the enemy. Now, the P-47, also known as the Thunderbolt, which I will be calling that from now on, because it's easier to say, is a heavy American fighter. Hello, buddy. With 8 12.7 50 caliber machine guns, which mainly was designed to fly up above 20,000 feet. Now this is one heavy bastard of a plane. I can't remember the exact tonnage. I wonder if they have it on the thing here. No, they don't. No, they don't. Dang. But this was comparable to the Germans' heavy fighters, the Dornier 217, I think it was comparable to. The main reason why, and why it has such the shape of the aircraft, is its turbocharger. The turbocharger allowed it to fly at 20,000 feet without much issues. Most fighters, when they reach such altitudes, the propellers would give out. It wouldn't generate enough horsepower and speed because of how thin the air was, that they could barely putt along. This thing, no problem. It'll just fly like there's no one's business up there. And it's kind of how I generally like to fly. I like to try and get up to 20,000 feet before engaging the enemy. Not always possible, but we can try to. I know this is different from Fallout by quite a bit, but it's one of my favorite games. I've been playing this game on and off for about 5 years now. And I really just, hi friend, just absolutely adore this. Now, the problem is I really enjoy realistic mode, where you don't get to see the enemy until you're within a certain range, or unless they're being spotted by, say, those yaks over there. G55s. I know I'd be up against the 109s, and the 109s typically love to climb. And the second I'm below them, it won't work, because this thing, while it can turn at high speeds, rapidly loses the speed. It's not a fun time when you're at low speeds. Generally, oh shoot. Oh, lag spike. Generally speaking, I prefer to fly with manual engine controls, but I need the USB port to be able to charge my controller as I fly. Because otherwise my engine will shut off when my controller dies. Two 109s inbound with a Focke-Wulf. The 109s don't really scare me, it's that Focke-Wulf. The Focke-Wulf is a bit closer and is designed more for this altitude. But he doesn't seem interested. It's the 109 that seems interested, and he's following me. Oh god. Now I can either try and engage the 190 in a head-on, which would be suicide. Game, just work with me. I think I have a look-back button. No? No, I don't? Okay. Alright. Okay, this maneuver is suicidal, but let's pull it off anyways. Yep. Don't pull up. Just follow down. Oh, wait. Pull in the flaps. Flaps at this speed is not a good idea. So then, the 109 is out accelerating me. I can push the nose down further, but there's not a whole lot of reason to do so. Except to try and protect the P-51. Alright. Time to engage. No, don't turn. I can't turn with you. Ow. Or I can just do that. Ow. Uh, the air says no. The air says I'm going to murder you. Okay, so I can't fly that, nor can I replace that crew. Corsair. Corsair might be a good option. Going to put in a second one for a J15. I think. Oh, if anything, it'd be there, but it's not. It's right there. The F4F is over there. All right. We'll continue to fly this. The main issue I have with being able to get kills is this game isn't straight up aim. It's also positioning and trying to essentially get a good firing solution. In most FPS, you deal with straight aim on where you're just moving the crosshair. No, this is more akin to flying an aircraft and trying to get a kill through that. So it's not the easiest thing to learn. And not only that, but this game has actual physics in the bullets, meaning if you want to get good at an aircraft, you have to learn the trajectory of the bullets because they do actually have drop off. And at certain ranges, their penetration falls off. You actually have to learn everything with that. I'm hoping to do the same thing this round, except to watch my airspeed, and when it starts getting too high to actually back it off. So that way I don't kill myself again. I really need to learn to do that. Because killing oneself and having your wings rip off is not fun. Now, generally speaking, I normally don't fly fighters in this game for the reason of, well, I'm not good at them. I prefer to ground attack or to bomb. But since I have the objective to get critical hits, I'm going to try and actually do that. Whether it kills me or not, I will get it. Up against the Germans again. The Germans like to climb or be on the deck. There's no in between. So I'm hoping that they will be somewhere near the deck. Especially bombers. Bombers are big juicy targets. for a heavy fighter, like myself, it'll be fun. Now, where are the bombers? I think I can hear one. One of the things that I hate about cloud cover is you can't see through them very well. I am very much at the mercy of sound. Okay. Well, if there's any bombers, I'm definitely above them. That's a plus. The downside, I highly doubt there's actually is any bombers. I'm not really sure why, but there appears to be no bombers. Great. Do I actually have to go fight fighters? Alright. I guess there's no bombers then. What? There's a denier. He has to be below the clouds. I cannot see him. Normally, even through clouds, you can get a dot. It's a very small, thin dot that you can see. Don't black out on me, please. Let's dive through the clouds and see if we can see anything. No, there's nothing. Hold on. I'm hearing a gunner. There he is. Right above the crosshair, you should be able to see a slight silvery dot. That's my target. Now when I approach him, I'll be losing my sight on him. Unfortunately. Where did he go? Alright. I'll have to defend the Spitfire. Trying to turn fight in or turn fighting in the jug. Yeah, smart idea. Oh, well, there goes the G-lock. Come on. Nope. Die. No. No. You're not allowed to turn like that. Oh, got a hit. I got myself a hit. Now, can we follow it up? The answer is, I hope I can. Ooh! He felt that one. Enemy plane on my tail. Ow. I don't have a tail. Bail, 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 bail. There was no survivors that day. I should have realized not to have dove. But we did get a kill, so I can't complain. It's better than I usually do. Um, let's actually switch to the Germans. I actually haven't played them in a while. I have the premium, which the premium is nice, but I kind of want to work on these a little bit. Yep, that kind of settles which one I'm flying. I didn't think it was that labor intensive to switch things. Now, what crew? Ah, that one. Let's see what I have. I don't have any of them research. Okay. So we have Scenery Tracer. They're not bad shells, I guess. Definitely not as good as air target shells, though. Yeah, I kind of figured we'd lose that. Nothing useful there. I could start researching the Ho 229. Not sure if I want to quite yet, or if I want to continue down these tech trees. I say down the tech trees. You're gonna force me into another country or something again. Come on, I just want to fly a German. Let me fly as the Germans. Yay! Yay for Germany. Never thought I'd say that, but okay. Now, I'm flying out the Fokker 190A5. I'm hoping to be able to climb to 15,000 feet. so all they have is takeoff flap. Fun. Are those ammo? No. Probably flares. I'm hoping flares. Alright, Hans. Let's try and get ourselves some crits. Because that's ultimately what I'm after. Now, I'm estimating cloud covers at like 7,000 feet. Which, I hate clouds. Clouds are the enemy. They don't allow me to view the enemy. I do not like clouds. But on the plus side, I'm harder to see. They do have a ground attacker, which everyone's going after the ground attacker. Why are you smoking? I'm going with this aerobatic smoke. No, that has to be a bomber? No, they don't have a bomber that fast. A wyvern, maybe? I don't know. Whatever it is at the base. And it took it out in one swoop. My guess is it's a wyvern. But they shouldn't be at such a... Well, that's right. The Germans are kind of here, have weird battle ratings. Kind of 2 for 3 of our base is gone. Well, whatever that is, it's getting away. I could possibly type down, but I don't want to without knowing what it is. Especially considering there's a slower moving thing right there. I'm guessing that's a low-flying ground attacker? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's a P-47. Okay. Pilot. Okay, P-47 is dead. Not by me, unfortunately. Now, where did the enemies go? They're probably above my head. I'm kind of in a bad position. I'm at low altitude, low speed, and we're up against the Americans. Good going, me. That sounds like a wonderful position. Now, we have one plane flying in over on the left there. We have one flying away. It's a B-25. The G-55 should have fit. If not, Yeah, no, the B-25 was not going to last very long. I won't be able to helicopter up to the P-51. But that Spitfire is highly concerning. Okay, I can see it up there, and it's concerning me. It's not flying up towards me, which is good. However, it is at a higher altitude, meaning higher speed. Oh, nope, wrong button. There's still a lot of enemies, but... You're saying there's one to the left? Can't be at low altitude. Because I would have seen it if it's at low altitude. I think I'm gonna stay down here waiting for the enemy. I don't think I can get up to them in time. Okay, he's already dead. One thing I can really do is try and fly towards the enemy base and hope that I can intercept that bomber. Except he probably climbed to altitude. Use the wolf tactic. You mean like energy fighting? Yes. I kind of made an idiotic mistake earlier, and I'm trying to climb up to altitude. I'm not a brilliant pilot. But I do see a bomber over there that's taking off. I, I think I can pounce on him the second he flies away from that AA. I'm not a good pilot. Not in the slightest bit. Yeah, I probably should have done that. No, this is my kill. You go away. You already have a few. Yeah, that seems wiser than what I did. Really, I'm high enough for these? Okay. Oh yeah, my aim's also kind of shit. Jerk, that was my kill. If I can actually aim. There seems to be only two left. Him and a Skywalker. But I don't see the Skywalker anywhere. No, what's really stupid though is I'm trying to get a objective, get critical hits. I'm not sure why that's... Yeah. Oh, no, that's still Destroyer. See, I know all that. My brain, for whatever reason, when I'm in a battle, goes, ooh, target. And then I quickly dive, and then I need to learn how to fight that. That's the 109 there. That's kind of my biggest fault is I know what I'm supposed to do. I don't have the restraint to do it usually. And I usually try to fight it. But I need to get better at that. Those are the 109s. Let's do this, because I have not seen him all match. Ah, that's why. He's off in the middle of nowhere. That kind of makes things easy. In terms of spotting. In terms of fighting, not so much. Because he's AFC, probably is my guess. I cannot keep that angle of attack. I don't know. Oh, he's diving. Yeah, that... Unfortunately for me, I'm kind of antisocial for the most part in certain games. And unfortunately, try and get people who actually play War Thunder is kind of slim pickings. Yeah, he's... No, don't... I'm not continuing that. That's an energy trap if I've ever seen one. Please shoot him. Please shoot him. He's a turning P-47. Someone shoot him, please. Please, help. Ow. Thank you. Personally, I'm not... The only tech tree that I'm really far in are the American planes. I'm up to the F-84, the Thunderjet, and the Russian ground forces. I'm up to tier 5 almost, if not already there. Everywhere. Oh, and the Germans, I'm up to tier 4, and I can start researching 1 or 2 jets, but that's about it. I'm hoping to be able to get... I'm kind of really, really low on Silver Lions to be able to get further jets. And I'm also really, really bad at the game. So it makes researching things extremely slow. but I try. That's kind of the only way I can get better. There's not a whole lot more you can do, unfortunately. Ooh, I can get air target belts. Oh, is that actually... Yeah, I think I'm going with air target. I mean, personally, I would love to go down some of the boat lines, but I really want to focus on air and army for the time being. Try and get some of them a bit fleshed out before moving on to the new stuff. I have fooled around with them a little bit in test sailings, but other than that, normally when I'm on, not a lot of people are on ships. Yeah, if you're a good Ho 229 pilot, you're really overpowered. Especially with the 30 millimeter armored target belts, you can, if you are in a squad, you can pretty much decimate an entire match. It's fun. Just knowing that eventually I can do that. The 262, I really want to get into that eventually, but obviously I have to go through the tech tree first. But from what I'm seeing, the 262, in terms of low tier jets, is one of the better ones. I'm I'm really excited to get that eventually. The comment, I'm I'm excited for it, but I'm also not because I know of how challenging it is. I mean, I can barely fly props. I'm mostly a bomber pilot personally. That's where I really shine. Either I get really lucky, most games I get lucky and I don't come across the enemy. However, there are times where it's like, oh, I've accidentally flew into a swarm. Fun. Then I have to scream at Hans to start shooting and to stop drinking the beer, which he declines. I'm not really sure where he gets it half the time, but 19 people. Where are they? Pretty scattered. In the US, they're mostly at tier 4 and tier 5. Or I don't have a tier 5 jet. I do have tier 4 stuff though if need be. Oh, no, there it goes. I do really enjoy the Germans. Even though most of them because of my lack of discipline, I can't fly to their full potential. I do enjoy them for their versatility and the fact that they're really good at mostly energy fighting, but they can boom and zoom. I do realize that they can't really turn that well, and normally when they do turn, the only things that they can turn against are mostly American, but I do know most of their roll rates are decent to pretty good against Spitfires. I unfortunately am rather very impatient. It's one of the reasons why I absolutely love the Russians on ground forces, but I can't stand any others. I'm just really hoping to, over time, just get better. It's the only thing I can do. Yeah, no, wrong button. I'm also hoping to eventually get a computer and be able to fly in different simulators like IL-2 with essentially at this point my co-host B-52 as my gunner. I'm hoping to get DCS, not for the channel, but for my own personal enjoyment. I am hoping to be able to put more games out onto the channel. Just a little bit. And to actually get proper banner and profile picture. Because having stock images, while suits it, I'd rather have my own. Alright, I see 2 enemy planes, both at low altitude, flying towards a G-55. I don't think they need me at low altitude. I think that's a bad idea. Make that 3. One of them has to be a fighter. It's the only thing that I can think of. Why am I? Oh, because that's where that is. I'm not seeing a lot of bombers though. Personally, I keep trying. I prefer to get the bombers out of the way first, but I also don't really want to drop down at super low altitude to go after them if I can avoid it. I'm not the best pilot. I'm also not the worst. I can get kills here or there. Typhoon? I think that's the first time in a long while I've seen one of those flown out. Ground attacking too. Well, I'm now at low speed. Maybe I should turn around. And drop altitude to get airspeed, because that seems to be the German or Russian or American team. Yeah, those seems to be the Americans. Well, I did not climb that effectively. Options. Dive or die. Is kind of how I'm perceiving this. I'm going with diving. There's a few targets at low altitude that I can go after at least. And hopefully they won't dive after me. Well, there's a P-47 right there at low altitude. Alright, let's roll over and engage the P-47, I guess. Except... How? How me? Well, the F where you dove down. What's the target that I would actually... None of them. I can't hit any of them. The only thing I can think of doing won't actually save me. Not quite. Not quite. Oh, I'm dead. Not really. Yeah, I never said I'm good at this game. I don't understand how my aim was that bad. I couldn't hit a stalled out P-47. That's bad. That I won't even try and hide that. That was just bad aim on my part. Baiting. Well, the game made up my mind for me. I was baiting on whether or not to go to the Americans. But I guess the game says stay on the Germans, so I will and try and actually be able to shoot something down. I did manage to get a kill earlier. Let's see. Typically, if they have bombers, they like to fly towards a straight path there. However, with my luck, there won't be any bombers because normally there's not. Yeah, but that's okay, though. Hopefully I can just get a crit on something. That's kind of one of the main things I don't like about getting the critical... Good X amount of critical hits. I can get a critical hit. I got one earlier, but it doesn't register unless it comes up with the big, you got a critical hit. I really need to get this engine upgraded. Wait, I think I already have it upgraded. I'm not fully. I just need to get this thing upgraded. Oh, bombers, where are you? I hope you're at low altitude. told me by now there's at least one torpedo bomber. I'm not seeing any destroyers destroyed. That's slightly concerning me. And I'm not seeing any sort of plane movement underneath, so that means they're probably at higher altitude. Oh wait, no, there's one. There's one by the islands. Doe 335 seems to be engaged. Yes, I see the little one that's at low altitude. The ME-410 can take it. But I'm seeing what looks like either two bombers or two fighters at medium altitude. Those are bombers. Brigand and a B-25. Now, I can still spot them manually. And there's an F-6F at low altitude too. Alright. Oh, and there's a wyvern. Neat. Nope. Total failure. Climb for altitude. Gonna take off flaps. Retract. He seems to still be flying. Yep, he's still flying. Got hit. And I'm dead. Yay. I do enjoy the journey. I just don't like how hard they are. At least they're not the Russians. The Russians I can't get kills with at all. And I can't fly that. I think this one I still need to work on. I do. Okay. Oh, sweet. That's gonna make it a bit easier. Let's fly at the dough. Maybe I can do something with the dough. I sort of doubt it, but I can't fly out the Focke-Wulf. I hate the Americans right now. I hate all of them. I can't even be mad at them either because it's all my fault. Where? Me. Need to remember to not turn as much. That's the other thing. I tend to try and turn fight when I shouldn't be. I need to learn not to. hoping to be able to fly escort for the 288 too a little bit. But I don't know if I'll actually be able to. If I can, I definitely will. But if I can't, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Yeah, in an effort to try and catch up to him, I'm losing too much airspeed. And plus, it looks like he's trying to kill himself. Hello, buddy. We're currently playing War Thunder. I'm flying out the Doe 335. I'm trying to rendezvous with this 288 without him knowing that I'm trying to rendezvous with him. I see an enemy bomber way out in the distance, and I want to engage him. However, I also realize that in doing so, I might kill myself. I think that's a risk worth taking. Not really. I don't think I have much of a choice, though. Oh, it's a B-17. I'm less scared of it now? I kind of forget that I jumped up an entire tier. It looks like the B-17 is trying to gunship to 288. I don't know. Ooh, I got a critical. It's really all I wanted, but if I can get a bit more, I'm not going to complain. Ow. 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 I think I bit off more than I can chew. Ow. I'm diving. I'm not your biggest priority right now. Thank you. I think I need to land. Like, immediately. There's the airfield. Airfield, I'm coming home. I don't think my front engine is going to hold out. I need my keyboard. I need manual engine control. Alright. Well, there goes my phone. Okay. Manual engine control. No. I want... First engine's on. I want to turn off the front engine. Front engine is off. Propeller pitch we're setting to 0. Ah. It seems that the propellers were spinning counterclockwise, meaning if I turn the engine off completely, I will kill myself. So, let's keep the engine at 20%. We'll back this engine off to 80. And we'll hope that is enough to keep both engines alive long enough for me to land. Go close that off. Go close this one off completely. And let's increase this throttle just a tiny bit. Okay, I'm getting airspeed. Yay. Don't die on me, plane. We will survive. Yes, I know my oil is overheating. I kinda did that on purpose. Uh, 7. Eh. Turn both of them off. Raise the flaps. Ow! No, we couldn't survive. I think the pilot died. No, the pilot died. There's no way to survive that. I should have, instead of pulling up the flaps, should have probably gone to landing. Probably. But I did get the kill. That's a plus. That's always a plus to get the kill. We'll try and fly this out again. I don't think the Germans like me very much. The Germans seem to want me dead. Stingray Tracer. I think the air target boat might be better to fly out with. Hopefully, I'm hoping by the end of the stream to have 4 more criticals. That's my goal, to get 4 more criticals. I'm hoping. Germans don't like high RPMs. I remember that much. We'll go to 25. Yep. No extra control, no. Well, that kind of makes sense. They didn't really have any of those. I don't see the thing that I need. All I know is when it starts flashing red to lower the prop pitch. I can probably set it to manual or automatic. That's probably a smarter thing. Let's bring the cowlings in to 15. think there's cowlings. I don't know. It doesn't look like anything can open up or close. I don't know planes very well. I know on some planes you have cowling flaps, some you don't. I'm just go play it safe and just bring it in. Pull it to 10% then. I don't seem to be overheating. Still not overheating. Let's try 5%. Surely I'll start overheating at 5. I'm starting to heat up just a tiny bit. Not enough to where it's concerning. The low speed, however, is highly concerning. That wasn't smart of me. The only thing I can conclude is that those are probably fighters. That's what I'm thinking they are. They're kind of far away. I can't tell what they are. Nope. That one's a bomber. Fighter. I'm seeing a lot of fighters now. That one's also a bomber. Okay. B-25s I'm not interested in just because I don't have the speed nor altitude to attack it. Those fighters, on the other hand, that's 14 kilometers away or 10 kilometers away. Those are in... Is that B-25 turning back? Is he looking... I think he's looking to engage me. He is. I would like to say that's a new one, but it's not. I'm just going to do that. Bomber is going to probably be shooting at the 109 more than me. Just out of the fact that it's closer and a higher threat. What is that bomber doing? This bomber is actually confusing me. You're not a fighter. I'll give the bomber pilot credit. That was creative. Now, there's 3 or 4 left on the enemy team, and there's 3 right now. So one collided. The other one's flying back to base, and I won't be able to catch. The other one's on fire. Okay, then. Okay, so there's two remaining from the looks of it. A bomber and this P-51. Which, the P-51... Oh, the other one's the Wyvern. Okay. I want to engage, but I'm not entirely sure how. I know if I get any lower that I'm dead to the triple A. However, I don't think they're going... They might land and then well, they are appearing to be going in for a landing. However, whether or not they're going to take off again is another story. Open up the radiator. Let's get some of that oil cooling off. Around this altitude and speed, I think the probability of them hitting me isn't that high. I am 4 kilometers above them. That one sounded a bit close though. I wouldn't exactly try that, but that worked, I guess. Except, I think I get out of this with literally nothing. Pretty much. Your suicide against the AAA in an attempt to get some sort of points. Which won't even work. Yeah, I got no points for that one. That's kind of the issue with climbing, is a lot of times either the entirety of the enemy team dies before you can actually engage them, or no one else climbs. However, that is definitely a better option than just being on the deck. $400, $400. Why would I use a lower caliber? I will hopefully be able to complete this soon. It does drive me a bit nuts, though, not being able to actually complete it quickly. just kind of looking through the tier 5 and tier 6. I am looking forward to eventually actually getting them. Especially the mouse. The mouse looks fun. But I don't think that when it gets, since of how high of a tier it is, that's going to, and it's going up against anti-tank missiles, that it won't be as strong as it used to be, but I'm hoping that when I finally get it, it'll actually still be pretty good. What are the other things that I have? Capture bases, destroy enemy bombers, and then destroy using SBAA. Which I have that, but for RB, not AB. Where's everybody fighting at? That's what I find so funny is most people fly as either the Germans or the Americans nowadays. You don't get a lot of Japanese or Russians or British. Oh, I have the Yak Tiger. Or the Hetzer, I mean. I mean, technically they're still Yak Tigers, but... Why can't I view something without leaving the queue? Let me see something. I think I'm gonna switch over to Battlefront 2. But I can't remember if it'll end the stream when I do. I'm hoping that. But we will have to see. Because I'm not getting much luck in terms of getting quick matches. Let's see what